Before we begin, please comment "I receive" or "I believe" to open your spirit to this message. It helps you align with the blessing, and it helps this message reach more people who need it. Now take a breath, because what I'm about to tell you is not random, not coincidence, and not something your mind stumbled onto by accident. This message found you because the angels have waited for the right moment to say something you have quietly been praying to understand. There is someone whose soul is already woven into your future, and heaven is confirming the connection. You may not fully believe that yet. You may even be doubting yourself right now. But listen closely, because I'm speaking directly to you, the one watching, the one whose heart has been whispering questions in the dark, and the angels are speaking through this message to bring clarity, peace, and revelation. What if the person you keep thinking about isn't simply a memory or a wish, but a spiritual echo of your future? What if the feeling you can't shake is not obsession, not confusion, but a divine recognition? Let me ask you something, and answer it honestly inside your heart. Why does this one soul feel different from anyone else you've ever met? Why does their name sit in your spirit like something unfinished, something sacred, something that refuses to fade, even when you try? The angels say it's because this connection is not accidental, that it's a thread heaven placed long before your timeline even began. Some people enter your life to teach you, some show up to test you, but a few, only a rare few, appear because they are part of your destiny. And when they do, something inside you just knows. Let me start with a bold statement that may shake you. Your marriage partner is not chosen on earth first. They are chosen in the spiritual realm before they ever walk into your life. You don't pick them the way you pick clothes or a meal. Your soul recognizes them before your mind does. The angels say the reason you feel this pull, the reason it feels impossible to fully detach, the reason your heart reacts every time their name appears, is because your spirit already knows what your life hasn't lived yet. This is the kind of connection Proverbs 18 verse 22 describes. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. This applies to both of you, because in heaven's eyes, a divinely aligned marriage isn't one-sided. It's a mutual blessing, a mutual elevation, a shared favor. And before you doubt again, let me tell you a story, the kind the angels often use to explain the unseen. There was once a person who prayed, year after year, for a sign about their future spouse, not because they were desperate, but because they were tired of wondering. They had met someone once who made their soul feel strangely at home. There was no drama, no chaos, just familiarity, comfort, and a spark of purpose. But life separated them. Time scattered them. Logic said let it go. But their spirit whispered, pay attention. One night, during a moment of quiet, they cried out to God, Father, if this person is part of my future, I need to know. Please don't let me be fooled by my own heart. Do you know what happened? Not a loud sign, not a dramatic miracle, just a soft, warm sense that settled over their chest, like a blanket placed gently on them. That was it. A peace, a reassurance, a divine whisper stronger than any thunder. And the angels said, you already know. You just needed confirmation. Sometimes God speaks through peace. Sometimes he speaks through divine discomfort. Sometimes he speaks through the one person you can't shake, no matter how hard you try. Isaiah 55:11 says, so shall my word be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me void. What God binds spiritually cannot be erased emotionally. Let me ask you another question. Why do you think this message feels like it's talking about someone specific in your life right now? Not just anyone, not just some fantasy, but a particular soul your heart keeps circling back to. Is it because you're imagining? No, it's because the spiritual connection has already been established. The angels say that this person is not just a desire, they are a purpose. Marriage, when aligned by heaven, isn't only romance.it is assignment.it is calling.it is two destinies merging into one pathway. Ecclesiastes 4:9 reminds us, two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. This means that heaven assigns marriage partners not just for companionship, but for mission, for growth, for impact, for the unfolding of a spiritual plan bigger than both of you individually. Now let me share something the angels emphasize strongly. Your future spouse is not always the person you talk to the most, but the person your soul responds to the deepest. This is why you can be surrounded by people yet still feel connected to one particular soul on a level you can't explain. Because explanation is not the point. Recognition is. Matthew 19:6 says, "What God has joined together, let no man separate." That means even distance cannot pull apart two people whose spirits have already agreed. But here's the twist, the part that surprises most people. Sometimes the angels confirm your marriage partner long before the connection fully manifests. Not to tease you, not to confuse you, but to prepare you. Preparation always comes before elevation. Think of Mary in Luke 1:30, when the angel said, "Do not be afraid. You have found favor with God." The message came before the miracle. The promise came before the manifestation. The angels are doing the same with you. Your spirit has already received the signal. That's why you're here. That's why you feel what you feel. That's why this message found you the way it did. But I need to tell you something softly, gently, but truthfully. God will not reveal your marriage partner just to satisfy curiosity. He reveals it to trigger preparation, healing, and alignment. Because love is not just emotional. Chemistry.it is spiritual readiness. The angels say your heart has recently gone through a stretching period, whether through loss, confusion, longing, or growth, because you needed to expand your capacity to love, to communicate, to trust, to commit, and to surrender. You may think you've been delayed, but heaven says you've been developed. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." This does not mean God hands you anything you craved. It means when you align with Him, He aligns your desires with the person meant to walk beside you. So, if you're still thinking about this person, if their memory has a glow, a weight, a significance, if your spirit settles when you imagine them in your future, if life tried to separate you but the connection stayed alive somewhere inside you, the angels say, pay attention, not with desperation, but with discernment. There is one more thing I must ask you, and I want you to answer honestly in your heart again. When you picture yourself married someday, does a particular face come to mind effortlessly, naturally, without forcing it? If the answer is yes, that is not random. The angels say it is because your soul has already recognized your partner. But listen, don't misunderstand this. Recognition doesn't mean rush. Recognition doesn't mean force. Recognition doesn't mean try to control the outcome. It simply means honor the feeling without idolizing the future. Matthew 6:33 tells us, "Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you." That includes divine partnership. That includes your ordained marriage. That includes the person heaven has whispered into your spirit. You don't have to chase what God has reserved. You don't have to compete for what's already appointed. You don't have to panic over timelines that heaven never requested from you. The angels say your connection is already written. Your love story is already protected. Your timing is already blessed. Your steps are already guided. And the person you are thinking of, the person whose spirit feels familiar, the person whose presence awakens something deeper in you, they are not random. They are not temporary. They are not a distraction. The angels say, this soul is your confirmed marriage partner in the spiritual realm. Your timelines are aligning. Stay in faith, stay in purpose, and let the unfolding be divinely paced. Before I continue this message, please take a moment to like this video. It helps this message reach more souls who need it. And at the end of this video, I will ask you to comment a closing affirmation to seal this word in your spirit. If this is blessing you so far, breathe. You are right where you are meant to be. Before we close this message, take one more slow breath and let your heart be still, because the angels are asking me to end this with clarity, peace, and confirmation, not confusion, not anxiety, not wishful thinking. That you've listened with an open spirit, and that matters. That you've allowed truth to speak deeper than fear, and heaven honors that. Now hear me gently, because this is the final thing the angels want you to carry with you today. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. Your love story is already written, and the person heaven has aligned for you is not going to pass you by. The angels say this one last time with unmistakable certainty. The connection you feel is not an accident. It is a signal. The peace you feel when you think of them is not fantasy. It is recognition, and the quiet knowing within you is not confusion. It is confirmation. Your future spouse is not simply someone who appears at the right time. They are someone whose soul has quietly been preparing to meet yours, and heaven is orchestrating every detail, timing, growth, alignment, healing, so that when your paths converge, nothing will be missing and nothing will be broken. Isaiah 60:22 promises, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." Not when you push, not when you panic, not when you plead, but when the divine clock strikes the perfect moment. And when it does, you will look back and understand why God made you wait, why He stretched you, why He whispered instead of shouted, why He prepared your heart before revealing your partner fully. That a divinely chosen marriage is not loud. It is steady. It is peaceful. It is guided. It is protected. And the one heaven confirms for you will meet you with the same clarity your spirit feels right. Now, before you go, if this message spoke to something deep inside you, if it confirmed what your heart already suspected, if it helped you feel seen, understood, or held, please comment "blessed and ready" below to seal this word in faith. It activates your agreement with heaven and helps this message reach more souls who need it. If you haven't already, like this video and subscribe to Radiantia Soul Lift channel for more divine guidance, angelic messages, and spiritual clarity whenever you need it. You are not alone on this journey. You are guided, you are protected, and your love story is already blessed. Until next time, keep your heart open, your faith steady, and your spirit expectant. You are loved.